Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Shield Anti-Theft Laptop Backpack from 3V Gear. And this is a really lightweight and budget-friendly tech and everyday bag. And this is actually a part of 3V's all-new Redline, which is meant to be a little bit more focused on the urban commuter as opposed to some of the more outdoor and tactical focused bags that they've had in the past. A while back, we took a look at the Velox from 3V, and that was a really great bag. I was very impressed with the versatility and the price point that it came in at, so I was excited to see what they would bring to a bag with a little bit more of a modern aesthetic. And I've been testing this out for the past couple of weeks, and so far, it's been a really good experience. The bag has been very comfortable to wear. It has a great organizational layout, plenty of space, it's very lightweight, and it comes in at a really affordable price point. So I'm really excited to walk through it with you guys, and I want to thank the company for sending the bag for me to test out. With all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. Starting off with the outside of the bag, I really like the overall aesthetic. This definitely has a very modern and techy look, and it feels like it's going to blend in well into a ton of different environments, whether you're walking around the city, taking this to campus, or even using this for going into the office. As far as the materials, the bag is made out of a polyester and nylon ripstop blend, and it also has a PU coating to help add some additional weather resistance. And then I really like that it also has some nice YKK zippers all throughout, and these also have a nice covering to help add some additional protection against the elements. Continuing along the outside, I was really happy to see that the bag has two external water bottle pockets, which is becoming more rare with newer bags that are coming out. So this is always a very useful feature, and I really like the amount of space that these offer. Currently what I have in here is the same water bottle from Wandered that you've seen in a lot of my other daily bag videos, and that was able to fit in there really comfortably. The compartments have a nice amount of volume. They are a little bit on the shallow side, so if you have a taller water bottle or you have something a little bit taller like a tripod that you want to put in here, you may have to be careful that it doesn't kind of tip out. And then another thing that I noticed is that there's not too much elasticity in this compartment, and it does share a little bit of volume with this outer compartment, so you just have to be a little bit strategic with what you end up placing in both of these areas. On the outside, you also have an external USB port that has a cable that connects on the inside to a portable power bank to allow you to charge your phone a little bit more easily while you're on the go. And then at the top, you also have a really comfortable handle that's going to allow you to pick the bag up very easily, and I love the implementation here. It's fairly thick, and it also has this sort of seatbelt-like material, and it's just very easy to grab the handle. And normally, this style of handle always worries me a little bit when it's on the straps, as I feel like it could kind of touch up against my neck, causing a little bit of discomfort, but because of the way this has been implemented here, I haven't noticed any issues so far. And then jumping into the capacity, according to the company, the bag comes in at about 30 liters. And to me, this felt a little bit smaller than that based on the items that I was able to squeeze in. It was probably closer to 24 or 25 liters based off my experience. And for the most part, this has been a really nice daily bag size. I was able to fit all the items that I normally like to carry with me. And I really like that even though the bag has a nice amount of capacity, it really didn't stick out too much, which made it great for navigating crowded areas or jumping onto public transit. One thing that I will note about the capacity is that it didn't hold quite as much as I would have expected, but I think that's due to the fact that it has so many different compartments and features that kind of take up space, so it just doesn't have larger open areas as you see with some simpler bags that come in similar size ranges. Continuing on with the straps and the back paneling, overall the bag has been pretty comfortable to wear. I like how the straps have been implemented here. They have a decent amount of padding. They're really soft right out of the box, and then on the inside they have this meshy material to help prevent moisture from building up. And then I really like that the straps also have a nice width to help prevent the bag from digging into your shoulders even when it's a little bit more packed out. One thing that I will note about the straps is that there is no sternum strap or the ability to add one, but so far I haven't noticed that to be a big issue. And then on the straps you also have this small sleeve here that's going to be a great spot to maybe hang something like your sunglasses. And then on the other strap you also have a small zippered compartment that's going to be a great spot for putting something like a transit card so that you can get to it a little bit more quickly during the day. And then I really like how there's padding here near the top of the straps where they might touch your neck. And then coming down along the side, I noticed that there's this kind of flap that comes out, which is what helps make this an anti-theft bag. It sort of comes over the zipper to help add some protection and hide it from pickpockets. One thing that I did notice, however, is that you can tend to feel these on your side while you're wearing the bag. And then moving into the back paneling, I really like how this has been implemented. There's a lot of padding here. It's really soft and comfortable, and it has the same meshy material that we saw on the straps. I also really like how much elevation there is in the padding to create these channels to provide a lot of airflow while you're walking around throughout the day. And then while we're on the back paneling, there's a few additional features here. First up, it's really nice that the bag has this luggage pass-through here to allow you to rest this on your suitcase while you're traveling to save some weight on your back. And then next to that, you also have this hidden compartment near the bottom. It's a small zippered area that's well out of view, and this is gonna be a great spot for storing anything a little bit more sensitive that you wanna keep hidden from pickpockets. So what I currently have in here is just my field notes notebook, but this is gonna be a great spot to put something like your passport or maybe some spare cash. And then jumping into the organizational options, the first area that we're gonna take a look at is the laptop and tech compartment. And a big focus of this bag is on providing a lot of anti-theft functionality, and one of the biggest areas is in this tech area. As I mentioned earlier, with the flaps of the bag, because they kind of come over and cover the zipper, it's very hidden to even see where the main area of the bag is. So pretty nice implementation here. I haven't ever really felt like my laptop and items were threatened when I was actually wearing the bag, but I suppose it doesn't hurt to have that extra peace of mind. And so opening this up, this has a full wide opening zipper. One thing that I will note is that it would have been nice for this area to be lockable just to help add some additional protection against pickpockets. And so a nice amount of space in this tech area, starting off with the laptop and tablet sleeves. They have this sort of TSA style opening that you can supposedly lay down flat while you're going through the security line. As I've mentioned in a few other videos, this isn't really something that I normally rely on. I just take my laptop out and place it in one of the bins, as I normally feel like I'm gonna be asked to anyway, but it's still really nice to just be able to access your devices easily. And I like that there's a separate tablet and laptop sleeve. So starting off with the tablet sleeve, there's plenty of space here. I really like that the compartment has these elastic bands to prevent your devices from sliding out when you open it up fully. And so the sleeve itself has a decent amount of padding and plenty of space. Currently what I have in here is my iPad mini, but you can definitely fit up to a full-size 9 or 10-inch tablet. And then on the back of that, you have the actual laptop sleeve, and there's plenty of space here. You can definitely fit up to a 15-inch laptop. And then this also comes up a nice amount if you happen to have a thicker device. This is gonna be a great spot to place that. And so the sleeve here, like the tablet sleeve, it has some padding. I really would have liked to have seen some sort of fleece lining on the inside to help prevent against scratching. And then one thing that I noticed is that the compartment isn't fully suspended off the bottom of the bag. It does have a little bit of padding to help protect, however, if you happen to place your bag down a little bit harder. And so pulling my device out, now with the compartment empty, you can get a better look at the inside. Again, just an impressive amount of space. This is definitely one of the sleeves that feels like it's gonna be able to hold a larger and thicker gaming laptop. And then while we're looking at this open area of the bag, one feature that I really wanted to call out is the liner of this bag, which is a topographical map of the Wasatch Mountains, which is actually where the founders of the company are based. It's their hometown. And so it's just a really interesting and unique feature to add that little bit of a personal touch from the company. And then moving on to the other side of the bag, you have a few simple organizational options. The first thing that I'll call out here is I really like how much space this side of the compartment offers. Usually when you have these sort of slip pockets, there's always a little bit of a concern that the items will press up against the screens of your devices. It could possibly cause some damage. So I really like that there's plenty of room here so that you could actually use these without having to worry about your devices. And then because this area is a little bit taller and there's some leftover space, this might also be a great spot to put something like a folder, a notebook, or even something taller like my Levitate portable standing desk. And then moving into the actual compartments, there's just a few simple slip pockets. In this one here, what I currently have is just my Apple Magic Mouse. And then next to that, I have my portable Bluetooth speaker and power bank. And this is actually connected to that cable that connects with the USB port on the front that allows you to charge your phone. So really simple and easy implementation here. And I really like how much volume and space these slip pockets offer. And then the last bit of organization offered here is just a very simple zippered compartment at the top. No sort of internal organization in this one, just a nice amount of space. It doesn't go super deep, so it adds some elevation for anything delicate that you place in here. Currently what I have in here is just a simple portable hard drive, but this might have been a great spot to put some additional cables or just accessories for my tech items. And so overall, I just really like the simple layout and space offered here. And again, it's just really nice that any of the sensitive items that you have in here are gonna be a little bit more protected given how hidden this zipper is. The next area that we're going to take a look at is this quick access area on the front that has this vertical kind of duffel style opening. I really like the use of this style of zipper here. It just makes it very easy to just kind of lay the bag down and easily be able to grab anything that you need during the day without having to worry about it falling out. So the compartment provides a nice wide view into the inside, and there's a decent amount of space here. I like that because this is a little bit less rigid. It kind of molds around the items that you place into this compartment. And so jumping in, the first thing that I currently have in here is my Ray-Ban sunglasses with their case. And then next to that, I also have my GoPro Hero 3 Plus. And then down near the bottom, I have my Matador Nano Dry shower towel. And then on the other side, I also have my Beats Studio wireless headphones. And in this case, I didn't end up putting them in their hard case just because that got a little bit thick for the amount of space offered here. And that's what I was mentioning a little bit earlier, is just that the way that you kind of pack everything out, it gets a little bit difficult to use the full volume on each of the compartments. So when I placed the water bottle in here, that was kind of interfering with the larger case of the Beats Studio headphones. This is a very thick item. It's very hard to fit into a lot of compartments, so it was still able to fit fine in here. Just something to keep in mind as you're kind of packing this out, but a nice amount of space. This is definitely gonna be a great spot to put something like a jacket, or if you're somebody who likes to go to the gym during your day-to-day, then you'll be able to maybe toss in a change of clothes. And then on the back of this compartment, you do have a few simple organizational options. So at the top, you have two similarly sized slip pockets. In this one here on the left, I just tossed in a simple deck of cards that I like to carry with me. And then on the right, I just use this to hold some of the smaller accessories that I normally put in some of the pen slots. So I just have a simple nail clipper here, a stylus for my phone, and then I also tossed in near the bottom just a very small multi-tool. And then the last area that we're gonna take a look at is just a larger storage area that's kind of in the middle of the bag. And this has a nice wide opening to allow you to see on the inside of the bag very easily. Currently what I have here is just a simple Maxpedition pouch that has some of my EDC items. And then down near the bottom, I just have a full-size moleskin notebook. And then on the inside, you can see no sort of other internal organization, just a nice amount of depth and space. If you're wanting to use this for travel, this might be a good spot to put a smaller packing cube or just a change of clothes. And then on the front of this compartment, you have a mesh zippered area that has a little bit more space for anything smaller that you want to be able to grab quickly. And so I like that you can actually see into this compartment because of the mesh that's used here. It has plenty of volume, and so what I currently have in this area is my Apple AirPods Pro. And then I also have a simple lightning cable to charge my phone and my tablet. So overall, I just really like the simple layout and space offered in this area. It gives you a lot of flexibility. And in general, throughout the entire bag, I really love how many different ways there are to kind of organize your stuff. It has a really nice, minimal, and modern look. And if you're looking for a durable bag that you're gonna be able to take into a ton of different environments and that's gonna come in at a reasonable price, then this is gonna be a good option to check out. And so to wrap up, it's been a really good experience testing out the Shield Anti-Theft Laptop Backpack over the past couple of weeks. The bag has been very comfortable to wear, it has a really nice modern aesthetic, a great organizational layout, and it has plenty of space. And so you can currently purchase this on 3V's site for about $60, which feels like a really reasonable price considering the features and build quality that the bag has to offer. On top of that, it also compares really well to other similar bags in this price range. And so as I was testing this out, the first bag this made me think of was the Velox from 3V. And I mentioned that bag a few times during this video, and that was a really solid and versatile everyday bag. I really liked the tactical look that that had. It had MOLLE webbing all around to allow you to configure it with tons of different pouches or to just clip gear on with a carabiner. And that's definitely gonna be an option that's better for the outdoors than something like this. It really just was a very rugged bag. It also came in at a similar price point to this. So if you're looking for something that's gonna give you a little bit more flexibility and you don't need something to take into the office, then that's gonna be a great option to check out. The next bag this made me think of was the Fjallraven Raven 20, which we looked at really recently, and that was just a really solid, minimal everyday bag. It had a very nice organizational layout, a great build quality. It also had a little bit more of an outdoorsy feel, and it came in at a similar price point to this. So if you're looking for something that's just gonna have a little bit more of a different aesthetic, but still offer plenty of organizational options and a comfortable carry, then that's gonna be a great option to take a look at. Another bag this made me think of is the AirFit Pack 2, which is one of my favorite gym and everyday bags. That actually has a pretty similar aesthetic to this in my opinion. It has that same kind of duffel style opening along the front. And that bag has a fantastic build quality, a ton of weather resistance, and it has a little bit of a simpler layout than this. And it also comes in at a little bit of a higher price point, but if you're looking for a really reliable bag that's gonna offer a slick aesthetic and work great for taking some of your gym clothes along with your everyday essentials, then that's gonna be one of the best options to check out. And then the last option that I'll mention here is the BagSmart Falco commuter backpack. And although this already comes in at a pretty reasonable price point, if you have a tighter budget, that one's gonna be a great option to check out. It comes in at around $35 to $40, and it just has a really nice minimal aesthetic, plenty of space, and an excellent organizational layout. So if you need to save just a little bit of money, or you're looking for a bag that has a little bit of a more minimal look, then that's gonna be one of the best options to take a look at. With that being said, the Shield Anti-Theft Laptop Backpack holds up really well against all those bags, and if you're looking for a stylish and comfortable bag that's going to offer a great organizational layout and come in at under $100, then this is going to be a great option to check out. And I'm definitely curious to hear what you guys think of the Shield Anti-Theft Laptop Backpack, and if there are any similar options that you think I should feature on the channel. As always, please let me know in the comments. And I want to thank the company again for sending the bag for me to test out. And if you guys found this video helpful, please give us a like. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And thank you guys so much.